what it meant to be a Sun Devil. Now it's where our standards are, with the spring ball and a winter conditioning behind us. And, they're now setting the standard and starting instead of figuring it out. So it's always, you never want to get too high or too low when they don't have pads on. But the work ethic is good with all the returners and the newer guys. And they're gelling together, they're hanging out with each other, so they're starting to create that bond. And like I said, I'm as excited as you guys are to see them perform.
I don't know how excited we're going to be for 119 when you're out there practicing for the first day.
Obviously, you mentioned you don't want to get too high without pads on. What are some of the strengths that you've seen so far of this group early on?
They're athletic. Let me go before that. They're, because we have kids from everywhere. Different kids that have been here, kids that came here in the spring, kids that transferred last year. So I think they've done a great job of trying to bond and gel as a unit. Number one, first and foremost, and doing all those things off the field, and they're doing all the things right on the field as far as the standard. Physically, I think they're athletic as a group. I think they can move their feet and they can bend, and they're trying to figure. They look good balance. They've got good balance. But again, it's a little bit tougher to see when. I can go out there and step over bags and look good, but someone's hitting me in the face. That's where the real story is. But their work ethic, like I said, their athletic ability, I think, is better than I thought, and their foot speed.
You did have 2 transfers post spring, like Kate Briggs and Sona Finau.
Yeah.
What do those guys bring to the table?
Versatility and experience. You talk about both of them really have a similar story where they were both in a group of 5 situation, and they both started early in their career. And I know both of them started when they were true freshmen. Sione at FIU and Kate at New Mexico, and they both played a lot and started a lot at their first school, and then they transferred. Sione went to Purdue, and Kate went to Texas Tech, and Sione played a lot. It was a big part of their rotation last year, and Kate was hurt, so they bring experience, they bring much needed depth, and I believe those 2 have the ability to start, and so they're going to push the guys, and they're going to push the guys that we had this spring. They're going to push the guys that we had last year, and they bring all that experience of just playing and starting in college football games is something that shouldn't go wrong.
And just a quick follow-up, which position along the line do you project both of them?
Sione's more of a guard, left or right. Cade can do center and guard. Mm-hmm. So I think it's great to have that competition at all 3 positions, both guards and the center position. And I think both of them bring that competition and experience.
Didn't you coach Cade at New Mexico?
Yeah, Cade started for me as a true freshman at New Mexico, and both of them come from pretty good programs. And Cade was from Bishop Gorman, and so that experience helped me land him here. And it's the familiarity with some of those guys that what recruiting is. If you have a relationship with someone prior, you are more likely to get them. And same thing with Sione, and Sione had a relationship with someone on staff, and he chose Arizona State, which we're excited for, and just looking forward for both of them.
How was Joey Ramos looked after the year off?
Joey's good. He was healthy all spring. It's funny, he looks heavier than he actually is. To the naked eye, you think, man, he's 330, 340, but he's not. He's at that good weight between 310 and 312 and 305. So he's doing a good job of keeping his weight. Most big guys, when they get hurt, especially in the lower extremity, hell, we don't want to run anyway. And if you get hurt in the lower extremity, we definitely don't want to run. So he did a great job of getting ready, and he did a great job as asserting himself as one of the leaders of the offensive line and doing it as a team. So he's in shape, he's driven, he's motivated, and like I said, man, just can't wait to to see them in action.
There were some other guys that I noticed are definitely bigger, even maybe since the spring, like Emmett.
Yeah.
He's gained some
You know
size.
what? Emmett is noticeable. Even myself, you know, it's hard to miss a guy, you know, Emmett's size, but when he adds muscle and he's more comfortable with his teammates and with the coaching staff, so he's more assertive as far as being a motivator and loving his teammates and being vocal about it. So Emmett's changing, his body's changed, and you know he's had an unbelievable offseason, even from spring to now. You know, we're excited about it.
I counted it up. It's like you guys have over 100, I think 110-ish career starts from transfers.
Yeah.
What does all that amount of experience as a veteran give you?
They've been through the tough stuff. You know, when you start to play, there's something to playing. And that's what we look for in the transfer portal, guys who's played. And guys who's had that experience, who's been through the ups and downs. And what that brings is they understand the ups and downs of the game, and they're not going to be rattled as much because they have that experience. So and that's a good question, and that's what we target, guys who play.